From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is a severe weather alert.
All right, it's currently 2:27 in the morning. I'm Fred Gossage along with Chase Wilson and Ben Luna here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We're going to do a quick weather update because honestly, these storms are not producing damaging winds at the surface despite there being a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings. And we have a new one on the board for southeastern areas of Lawrence County, Tennessee, central and southern areas of Giles County in Alabama. That's going to run until 3:15. Now, the warning in northwest Alabama for Lauderdale and Colbert is going to be allowed to expire on time at 2:30. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for Tishomingo County, Mississippi, until 3 o'clock. So let's look at a new warning here in southern middle Tennessee for Lawrence and Giles counties. They're concerned about the potential for 60-mile-per-hour wind, and there is a bit of a bow echo configuration here. The only problem is rain-cooled air at the surface is keeping these winds from really getting down to the ground. But we'll go ahead and do a storm track here. And east at about 40 miles an hour, talk about times of arrival for this potential for gusty straight line winds over the next 45 minutes or so. Powell at 2:30, Minor Hill at 2:30, Oak Grove at 2:32, Lester at 2:38, Stella 2:38, Crescent View 2:40, Pulaski at 2:41, Aspen Hill 2:42, Gordesville 2:44, Ammonttown 2:46, Powell Chapel 2:46, Prospect 2:47, Bunker Hill 2:52, Beach Hill 2:54, and Elkton, and I would say Ardmore at about 2:55. Again, the warning is for damaging straight line wind up to 60 miles per hour. I will tell you, however, that we've had these storms come across multiple live sensors and they have not produced winds over 30 miles per hour. Now, could they get over here and somehow tap into a better environment? Theoretically, it's possible, but notice all this rain out ahead of them and the outflow winds have already rushed out ahead of them. That tells me it's going to be really, really hard to do that. Still, I want you to stay inside, away from windows as a course of least regret until the storms pass on by. So we'll clear that off, look at the storms down in northwest Alabama, and go to GWX. And you can see that the storms are much less organized looking here. We do have a little line segment, looks a little strong from Killen up to Green Hill. There may be some P to dime size hail, maybe some 30, 40 mile per hour winds. That's going to come out here toward Lexington, Kingtown, Elgin, Aqua Vista, Rogersville, Anderson to Powell over the next 15 to 20 minutes. But there is no longer a severe thunderstorm warning in Lauderdale and Colbert counties from these storms. And then you see back west of the Shoals Metro, it's just heavy rain in here. We'll go back and look at the storms in northeast Mississippi. Those are losing their character as well, but we do have some strong activity back here just west of Paden, Mississippi, that's coming toward Tishomingo, Mississippi over the next several minutes. If it holds together, that could possibly prompt a warning for southwest Colbert, northwestern areas of Franklin counties in northwest Alabama here over the next several minutes. However, I see on the screen the white counties in northwest Alabama, National Weather Service in Huntsville, stepping those down to a heavy thunderstorm advisory, a step below severe criteria for Lauderdale, Limestone, Colbert, and Franklin. So they think these storms are not producing severe criteria wind or hail as they move into northwest Alabama. So we'll hit the DMA button. Look overall, and it's our main line of thunderstorms here. The one of note is the one coming out of southeast Lawrence into western areas of Giles County. New severe thunderstorm warning until 3:15. However, the storm has not been producing that 60 mile per hour wind at ground level, and we can confirm that across multiple sensor sites along its path all the way back into Lauderdale and Wayne counties, and then across Lawrence County, Tennessee. It is yet to do that so far. Now you look back farther into Mississippi and West Tennessee and back in that rain-cooled stable air, we can pan the radar back over into those areas. And West Tennessee, North Mississippi, you're starting to see new thunderstorm development that is back in the stable rain-cooled air. What's happening is the jet streams riding overhead and lifting that warm air that's above the stable surface into new elevated thunderstorms. We don't expect those to be severe. I mean, I can't rule out maybe a stray warning for small hail, but I would not see a wind damage threat with that, and I certainly would not see a tornado threat with that. And tornado watches back in here have already been canceled because the surface instability has already been worked over. So that's the situation there. We'll hit the watch warning map. And then again, since these storms are not producing wind damage or tornadoes at the ground, we feel it's irresponsible to stay nonstop live because we don't want to scare you. Severe thunderstorm warning for southeast Lawrence County, central and southern Giles County in Tennessee till 3:15. Until 3 o'clock, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning for Tishomingo County, Mississippi. All the storms in northwest Alabama have lost their warnings, and it's looking like the storms are losing their ability to produce severe criteria straight line winds of 58 plus miles per hour that would cause damage. They're losing that criteria to produce that at ground level. We'll continue to watch the situation. Our next scheduled live update will be at 3 o'clock, but if we get new warnings before then, we'll be back sooner if necessary, and we don't expect any additional tornado warnings before then, but should we get one, we'll be live nonstop until the danger is over. For Chase Wilson and Ben Luna, I'm Fred Gossage, live from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Stay with Tennessee Valley Weather. We'll keep you advised.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.